When it comes to home ownership, there is a phrase that always rings through our heads: an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. What does that mean to homeowners? It means that if you can get yourself onto a structured maintenance schedule to take care of your home, then it should be taking care of you for a very long time.
So, how do you avoid costly service calls? We know service calls are necessary. All our service providers, our plumbers, our electricians, our carpenters, our HVAC people, we love them. They're wonderful. We know them. We like them. We trust them.
We've been in business with them for years that
Right.
they've been helping us maintain our home.
So, when you need them, it's very important. However, how do you avoid the big expense? That's what we're going to talk about here today. And let's start out with plumbing costs. And plumbing clogs. That's one of the big expenses that you can, for the most part, avoid. And how do you do that? By be careful what you're putting down your drains. Using filters, don't put grease down. What do they call a garbage disposal? A plumber's best friend.
Yeah.
Because too many people put things that they shouldn't be putting down there, and then you have to call your plumber to clear out the clog.
Absolutely. Now, we're going to give you our top five that we feel are the most important to pay attention to. But just remember, sometimes when it comes to your house having some sort of malfunction, if we call it Murphy's Law, it's not always going to happen at the most convenient time. When Joe talks about plumbing clogs, I remember some of those coming very near to either Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, something. It's not just on a casual day sometimes that it happens. It's a high activity day. Many times we've got people coming over and all of a sudden you don't have a functioning sink anymore. So maintaining it and following the rules that Joe just said are going to help eliminate a lot of that. The second in our top five is gutters and downspouts. This one could definitely leverage a professional. Actually, every one of these could leverage a professional. But if you do not feel capable, please don't get on a ladder and clean out your own gutters. And if you do not have someone that can help you clean out your gutters, call us. We'd be happy to refer you to someone as well. But let's keep those clean. Let's keep those downspouts long enough and away from your house so that water is directing away from the foundation. That's what we want to make sure. No water near the foundation. And that starts with clean gutters, clear downspouts, and lengthened downspouts.
We mentioned HVAC, which is heating, ventilating, and air conditioning, for those of you who don't know. One of the most important things is to have an HVAC professional to your home every single year to clean it, check it, make sure everything's going properly. Because if not, they might be able to make a minor repair before it becomes a major issue. Also, something that people forget about is replacing their air filters. They're not that expensive. They're hidden inside your furnace. However, most people don't know, depending on what the manufacturer says, you need to replace some every month or sometimes up to every 3 months.
Right.
There's even some out there that you only replace once a year. But if that filter is clogged, it'll shut down your furnace. You'll have no heat. And then, oh no, and then there's a big expense just to have them come out and change a $1.50 filter. Or maybe it's a more expensive one at like $15. And now you spend hundreds just to have someone change your filter. So again, like Gene said, an ounce of prevention can be worth a pound of cure. It's something simple as changing a filter.
Absolutely. Now, staying in the line of major mechanicals in the house, the next one that you want to make sure that you're paying attention to is your water heater. That needs to be drained. We do ours maybe every year and a half, something like that. A plumber could certainly help you drain that water heater as well. When it comes to selling, transitioning before we get to the last one, is when you're considering selling a home, one of the suggestions that we make to homeowners many times in preparing for buyers to come through, and especially preparing for inspections, is make sure that those filters in your furnace are clean and new, and making sure that you're wiping out or having your furnace cleaned and wiping off the top of your water heaters as well. To obviously you're maintaining them, but a dust-free environment helps ensure that you are taking really good care of your major mechanicals in the house.
And it looks good. So
Yeah.
It's pretty simple to drain the water heater. So if you're not comfortable, hire a professional. It can happen.
Absolutely.
And it's simple. The next thing is your dryer, your clothes dryer. Make sure you change that filter. Sometimes they're on the top, sometimes they're down there after each use. A clog in that can shut it down, can also burn out the motors, that kind of thing. But also, even scarier, it can cause a fire. So you want to make sure that lint trap is cleaned out every single load that you do, but also have your appliance repair person, which we had, clean out that vent as well to avoid a fire, because that's one of the scariest things.
Yeah, how many times do we leave the house sometimes and leave a dryer running because you're like, oh, I just put the towels in and we're going to go to the store. So you want to make sure that everything is safe. The other suggestion that we have, if you're concerned about how to maintain your home, or maybe you're a new homeowner, maybe you've been a homeowner for decades like us, one of our suggestions to help you control the cost of some of your services is to consider purchasing a home warranty. Now, this is very different from homeowners insurance, but a home warranty is going to cover most of your major mechanicals and a lot of your appliances, as well as other components of the house. There are a lot of different choices that the consumer has in home warranties, and we would be happy to provide you information about a lot of the different companies that are out there that we have relationships with to help you choose what might be best for your budget and the coverage that you'd like to have on your home. Many times as homeowners, you might be able to pay for these monthly, or if you'd like to pay for it all in advance, that's fine. You can do a 1-year warranty, 2, 3-year warranty. Sometimes there are promotions for multi-year warranties as well. But if you're interested in something like that, or you have absolutely no idea what we're talking about because you've never heard of a home warranty, feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to share some of the information that we have about those.
And there's a big difference in companies. You can probably just Google it and see from probably 0 stars up to 5 as far as home warranty companies. We're happy to consult with you on that. The other thing is, we talked about our service professionals. An important thing to remember is to hire somebody that you know, like, and most importantly, trust. There's all kinds of companies out there. The best way to get the best service is usually a referral from family, friends, neighbors, or if you don't have anyone that says, no, I don't know, a plumber or an electrician, you can always reach out to us, because we do have some very trusted service providers that we've been working with for a long time.
Absolutely. To remind you, we are Joe and Jean Morella with the Spouses Selling Houses team at Keller Williams. We have been selling Chicago's northwest suburbs in the area around O'Hare Airport for over 30 years, and we would be happy to chat with you about any of the things that we discussed today, or if you're considering a move, we'd be happy to chat with you about what the market looks like for you right now and how we might be able to get you to your next place.
Thanks.